The dating market is tough for young men right now. But don't worry, Casey Xander is on the case. Casey Xander, the official page on youtube.com/@CaseyXander. He is the ultimate alpha Chad. He will teach you the ways of dating women and wooing the over so that you can do things to the okay? He's the guy.
Okay,
he's the man. We are going to look at his video called 5 Base Masculine Skills Every Man Needs to Be a Masculine Man and Attract Feminine Women. Let's go.
Today I wanted to show you 5 base masculine skills. Like if this is your base of who you are, like if you needed a base skill set. What are 5 base masculine skills that a man must acquire?
What's my skill tree look like? We have 5 basic categories. We have drip. We have drip, riz, swag, and then 2 others. And then those skill trees develop. It's like a Skyrim thing. If you ever played Skyrim, it's kind of like that.
More masculine, more attractive, and to truly
skill trees.
Connect with a woman in a masculine to feminine dynamic. There's 5 things that I'm going to teach you today that I don't think a lot of
max out your finger strength
dating channels are teaching men. I really want you to be able to lead the woman that you're with on so many levels that she
lead
really
the woman
will fall in love with you because of who
I will lead the female into my loving embrace.
You are as a man.
I'm an alpha
There's
Chad,
5 things
my
I want
friends.
to show you today. And then after today's video, I want you to learn, understand, and master the language of women. Okay? And I have a whole community showing you how to do this, so join us.
Also, I gotta say, man, like, what's with the setting? I've never really seen this. Like, I guess it's fine, but, like, it's a little over the top. No, like, you're sitting outside in your lawn chair next to the pool, I assume, if there is a pool in front of you, which is what I'm drawn to assume, right? But, like, it just feels like you're trying to demand attention a little bit too hard. You know, like I'm sitting in my house, right? Like I'm sitting in my living room. It's not even clean behind me. So, you know, me, right? Like I just like, I'm not trying as hard as you are. And it's kind of pussy, not gonna lie.
Inside of that after today's video is over. Okay. Number 1. The very first base masculine skill, or the very first skill set, like a base skill set that a man must acquire to be more masculine, number 1, is going to be spiritual leadership for a masculine to feminine dynamic. So what is...
It's a mouthful. A spiritual... I was expecting something funnier. A spiritual leadership for a masculine to feminine dynamic. Okay. Yeah, I was just thinking Jesus. Like, I'm glad you said that, because I was just thinking Jesus. Yeah, Jesus with the long hair.
Spiritual leadership look like? What does that even mean?
Okay.
How do you lead a woman properly?
Okay, leading the woman.
Some men do this through spirituality.
Like we would a dog, you see.
Certain religion. Some men do this through whatever you believe in, right? But she's looking for that guidance. Okay, and I'm going to explain
just like a dog
to you what I mean.
Of course.
Naturally, if women will a lot of times make a decision based off what feels good.
But I lead? No, you don't. You're a woman.
Sometimes what feels good for her is going to be based purely on pleasure. Well, what do we know about pleasure?
Right, as we all know, the female brain is only susceptible to feelings of pleasure. We must feed them treats, like you would a dog, of course. Like we need to reward them with pleasureful feelings.
The inverse of pleasure,
unless
the
they do bad,
opposite of pleasure,
then we beat
is going to typically be some kind of negative repercussion on the back end. If I eat a lot of sugar, it's pleasureful. The negative repercussion is now I don't feel as good. You see what I'm saying? So
think for yourself.
You have to look at...
I had a whole pack of Airheads sours, and I felt great.
Who you're dating, you have to analyze the situation, right? A lot of times, a woman will, let's use an example. Let's say she reads some kind of dirty romance novel, right? It has to be your job to look at her and say, you shouldn't read that.
What? What? Katie? Hey, Katie? Are you reading any dirty romance novels? You don't have to come down. I'm just f***ing around. I'm just f***ing around. You don't have to come down. I asked if you're reading any dirty romance novels. Oh, well, this guy on the screen says you should stop. He says you shouldn't read that.
Oh, this guy?
Yeah.
This guy.
Yeah.
You look like you've never gotten a woman off satisfactorily in all your life.
Well, there you have it. Love you, babe. No matter what you're reading.
What?
No matter what you're reading.
Thank you, darling.
I need to get better at writing erotica. That's funny.
It's not good for you. Don't do that. It's bad. Hey, listen, this isn't good for you. Okay? That's what spiritual leadership looks like.
What? I mean, exactly, Zumi dear. What's so bad about it? Like, what you don't read? Like, what about you, man? You just, like, I've read before. Sometimes it's hot. I prefer the image because I'm a baboon-brained male. But you know, sometimes the written word just supersedes the vision. You know? Yeah. Sometimes. Have you ever actually read? Sometimes it's good.
Like, what are you doing in this instance? You're signaling protection. You're signaling protection. Who would have ever thought that the highest form of game, who would have ever thought that the highest level of Riz is actually being a man?
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought he meant game as in like he was the predator and the game was the. Do you guys know what I mean? Like a different. English is weird. It's a completely different context of game.
Who would have ever thought that the highest level of Riz is actually being a man? Think about that for a second. That's number one.
Being a man by telling your wife that like she can't read smut fics? What, are you jealous? Are you jealous of the man that doesn't exist with the 10-inch cock? Like, I'm sorry, that's not realistic, man. Like, yeah, my cock isn't 10 inches either. It's close, but not quite, okay? We all have our shortcomings. But like, that's not anything that you should be concerned about, because I have news for you. Like, it's actually better that like you're good with your tongue and fingers. I'm just saying, like, women like that and respect that much more. Why are you jealous of people who don't exist? It's literally fiction, man.
That's something most guys don't know. Okay, number two. The second skill set
number two
that you want to have, and this is something I'm actually expanding on myself, okay? A new way of living.
I don't want to know about anything that you're expanding. Thank you.
Growing as an individual, right?
Or
and I'm
growing.
going to explain how, okay? Number two, the second thing you want is base survival skills and competency.
Yeah, my wife is really into like me tying knots and catching rats in the fort. What? Like, okay, survival skills are not bad to have, and like if like it can be hot, sure. Like, for instance, I'm watching Walking Dead with Tina. Tina2 on twitch.tv. Tina_2. You should check her out and follow her and give her money. But anyway, I'm watching that with her, and like this guy named Daryl in the show is like really hot because he's got like really good hunting skills and base survival skills, like this guy's saying. So I'm not saying it's like nothing, okay? I'm not saying that. But like, it's not required. Like, my survival skills are dog shit, but my wife still finds me attractive, so you know, it's fine. It's not a big deal.
What I did was I actually started a brand new channel. I just posted a video yesterday. I'll actually put it below. But I show you my own lifestyle. This is my very first video I ever did this. I did that yesterday. I'll put the link in the description to show you this, but you should check that out, because what I want to show you is my growth on an individual level for my own lifestyle too. The second
Okay. Casey Xander shares spiritual wisdom to strengthen your faith and connect with Mother Nature. Okay, I can't watch all of this. Let's just get like a taste. Wait, I thought he was like supposed to be like outdoors or something, like survival skills, right? Casey Xander shares life lessons to increase spiritual willpower. Did he not say that he was like engaging in survival skills?
All right, so this is day one of my brand new channel. I'm going to show you how I turn.
Casey Xander shares life lessons to increase spiritual willpower, secrets to a healthy aura.
My whole life around, literally everything. I'm going to show you what I did, you know, with my own inner work, what I do with my fitness, how I look at life. My entire diet changed, my entire nutrition changed. It was like everything about my life changed, right? And I'm way healthier. Like, if I show you how I used to look versus how I
he doesn't look bad. In fact, I would argue that he looks like bigger. Like he just, I don't know, like he does not look bad. Hold on. He does not look bad. Like, that's fine. It's kind of like me. Like, that's my build right now. Like it's kind of my build. Like it's fine.
I look now, I've had a total lifestyle overhaul. Like, in fact, even getting healthy.
I mean, that's great too. Like, but I guarantee you, I've had a 6-pack before, and that shit does not stay.
Has made me change
not easily.
my perspective and my perception on life so much. I look at.
In fact, I would argue if you have a 6-pack year round, what the are you? Like, you're not even human.
Things way differently. I prioritize new things differently. So like, there's different things that I want to show on this channel.
That's what I thought, Queen Laura. He looks smaller, like less healthy. Like, I feel like he was like more filled out before. Now he kind of looks scrawny, doesn't he? Like, I feel like before he could have thrown me like sopping wet across the football field, but now it's like, oh well, I mean, like, sure, you got the Riz, whatever, but like maybe like not even, because like your Riz sucks. Like you kind of give off the impression that you got the Riz, sure, but like before it felt like you could really eat me out and I'd enjoy it. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. Whereas now it's more like abrasive. Like I wouldn't like he's there for himself, you know, like he's not really trying for you. It's just he's trying to enjoy himself is the vibe I'm getting. You know, like it's kind of like he's regressed in that sense.
I can't really remember him off the top of my head, but like if I look, I want to basically show everybody like a new way of living. So if we just write like new way right here, like a new way.
I thought this was supposed to be like about his survival skills. Are we going to get to that? Still in the house, still in the house, still in the house. Okay, he's outside the house.
Like here's the thing, like I do struggle from time to time too, like.
Me too, man, especially when I'm out in the wilderness, you know?
A day ago,
these survival
2
skills.
days ago, I had one
with the golf course right behind me.
Small
the mini
piece
golf
of, like,
course.
You know, sugar-free carrot cake.
Same here, man. You know, like when I'm out in the wilderness, like doing my survival skills, I think about like maybe I should get a sugar-free carrot cake from the Walmart that's like 5 miles from my encampment. Where's the survival skills? I was told there was going to be survival skills in this video, right?
Because
did I miss
put
something?
The link in the description to show you this, but you should check that out because what I want to show you is my growth on an individual level for my own lifestyle too. The second thing you want is base survival skills and competency. Well, let me give you an example.
Is he not talking about, like, when I hear survival skills, I think like wilderness survival, you know, like that's like a man's man thing. When a man talks about, yeah, I got survival skills, brother, he's talking about like his ability to like snipe a deer and cook it over a roasty fire, you know, like, or build a tent with leaves and sticks, you know, like survival, like actual survival, like man's man survival, not this pussy shit. What are you talking about survival, man?
I wrote this down on my sheet of paper.
Survival skills.
We have an internet generation right now. An internet generation.
This is not survival skills.
I'm part of it too. If you are my age or close to my age or younger than me or even older than me,
I have no idea how old you are, man. You could be 21 and you could be 57. I literally don't know.
Part of the internet generation, because what we do as humans today is we look at computers and we look at our phones. Well, the problem is that these pixels on a screen, despite it feeling real, it's really just pixels. So what you have to remember is,
unlike him, who's very real,
a lot of times your base survival skills you don't look at as much anymore. So what happens is the internet generation basically will slowly but surely strip you of a lot of the skills naturally you would be doing, naturally you would be having.
Unlike this guy who's very much engaged in his basic survival skills. As shown by the video we just watched.
Everything has been so easy.
On his other channel.
Has been
his survival skills channel that he mentioned.
Based on luxury and experience and really convenient.
Unlike him, who's not who's not influenced by luxury whatsoever. Not this guy. Luxuries might as well be fictional to this man.
Convenience. Okay, if you think hunter-gatherer days, you'd have to make your own food. You'd have to find your own food.
Exactly. See, he gets it. A man of the earth, this guy. You know, like he gets it. He's a real one. He's like a classic hunter-gatherer, this man. You can tell by his alpha physique and his survival skills. Real man of the salt and earth, this guy.
To the grocery store. Well, you know, now if you take
unlike
it a
him,
step further,
like
because of
he doesn't do the grocery store, my friends. He hunts his game.
Technology,
right?
You can literally just order food right to your house. Well, what's that doing? It's putting you in a state of pleasure, right? Because it's pleasurable, it's easy, it's convenient, but on the back side of that,
I bet he uses dryer sheets. I use dryer sheets. What's wrong with that? Huh? You got something you want to say to me? Yeah. Yeah. What about it?
You don't have as much high-level masculine traits when it comes to your own survival. So
right?
The second thing I want you to look at is base survival skills and competency. Can you change a tire? Can you go fishing? Can you back in a trailer properly?
You back in a that's not basic survival skills. Basic survival skills, when I think about a man's man who talks about basic survival skills, I think, can you light a fire? Okay, without a match. Right? Can you tie basic knots so that you can like build a shelter for yourself out of leaves or grass or some shit and twigs, you know? Can you like leach water from the nearest tree? Can you like hunt game and sustain yourself for like at least a week or two until the rescue team comes and gets you and brings you back to basic society? Because it turns out you really don't need those skills in the first place. It doesn't matter that much. I don't have any of those skills. I'm still a man's man. I can lift. I can probably throw you sopping wet across the football field. More people would consider me manly than you. Excuse you, sir. And I have none of those skills. And I doubt you. Like, I think that you have even less of them, to be honest. But like, my point is, like, it doesn't matter. Okay? None of this matters. This is like, women aren't searching for men with like basic survival skills. It's a very specific, like almost fetishistic, like subpopulation of women.
Can you do these things?
Not that you even have those skills, by the way.
This is something I'm even going to show you on my new channel. That's why I made it.
But you didn't!
Not only do I want to tie in so many cool elements, health,
but you
spirituality,
didn't.
how I eat, my workouts, different projects that I'm going to be working on. Like, there's so much cool things I can teach you. I want you to check that out after today's video is over, too. Okay? But number 2 is base survival and competency. Number 3, okay? What is the third base masculine skill?
I can't believe we're only at number 3. I am spending way too long pausing and monologuing.
A man must acquire. Number 3 would be your ability. The next skill here is your ability to actually bring people together. Yes, bring people together. When I named my brand Headman, okay?
You named your brand Headman? Yeah, I give good head, man. Dude. Okay.
If you look up the actual definition of it, or if you look up like the dictionary definition of headman, okay, it means something along the lines of like chief or leader of the community, right? So number 3, okay, the third skill you want to focus on is your ability to bring people together.
Also, like, even without the joke, Headman's such a basic, boring name. Who names their company Headman? Like, that's not inspired at all. Like, what are you communicating to me? Like, I don't understand. Like, I named my brand Alec Gunter, okay? Because that's my first and middle name, basically. Not creative, granted, but, like, I got creative with it. Like, I named the Discord channel, or the Discord server, Gunter Cord, and I named my shop Gunter Grabs. The Gunter Bunker is one of the, you know, like, one of the channels in my Discord. Like, come on, I got creative with it. But, like, I feel like this is not creative at all. Like, you're not working out your brain.
Together. Can you host an event and will people show up? Are you well liked in the community? If you host something, if you do something, will people show up and will people have a good time? Can you show that you're well liked? And you don't just want to show you're well liked and fake it. You want to actually have a good experience. Show people a good time of what you can do. So if you're the leader, not only does it help impact your dating life, but it probably shows that you have skills. It probably shows that you have skills that you can transfer to other people.
Skills that you can transfer to other people, like through osmosis, or what? Like, you want like teaching people skills, or like skills that you can impress people with? I don't understand.
That's what you ultimately want, right? Like, if a woman was going to have kids with you,
here we go.
Like, can this guy
see? This is what I'm really worried about: is a woman having.
That's
kids
what you ultimately want, right? Like, if a woman was going to have kids with you, like, can this guy protect and provide? Can this guy do the things that a man would do? Okay? Very important.
Well, I mean, that's like, yeah, I guess, but like, that's not like all of it. It's like, that's how like it worked in like the 40s and 50s, and women were miserable. You know, it's not just about, can the man go to work, earn a decent paycheck, and then like put food on the table. these days, and I think this is better, it's more about like, is this person not going to abuse me and my children, right? Like, is he actually a good person? First and foremost, I would like that he can provide for me, sure, but like, is he a good person? Like, that's really what women are looking for, is like just a good person. A nice guy, you might say, right? They're looking for a nice guy. Not a nice guy, but like, you know, some women really are just looking for like a guy who will love them for who they are and won't hurt them. Like, the bar really is on the floor.
Add as many skills as you can, right? Learn how to do the stuff that's hard and uncomfortable, even if it doesn't bring you pleasure right away. Learn how to change a tire, right? Learn how to...
it's so hot. You know, my wife really loves watching me change a tire. Like, that does not turn her on whatsoever.
You know, put a shelf on...
You know what turns her on? Finger strength, baby. If there's anything we got plenty of down here, it's all about the finger strength, baby.
Learn how to build a dresser. Learn how to do things. It's something that every man has to have, is a quest for education and a quest for information.
Here's my advice for men out there who are having trouble like finding a lady friend that you can, like, literally just be goofy. Just be goofy. Just like be silly. Be a silly little guy. I promise you, no matter how you look, if you are just like a silly little guy, if you can learn how to just be like a silly little guy who's like a little bit goofy, you know, like that's all women are looking for. It's just like a silly little guy. Somebody who like is fun to be around. An enjoyable presence in their life. Okay? That's what women are looking for. Somebody who like they can be around and not be judged and just exist. And not every one of those women is going to want to fuck you, mind you, okay? And you should accept that and still be friends with them. And then maybe they have more friends. Maybe you get a little bit cozy with one of them. You know, like, there are plenty of women out there, I promise. Just be a goofy little guy and be nice. It's not that hard.
You have real competency skills to apply it. You know, your dad probably didn't do a very good job in teaching you a whole lot of things. And that's just how it goes. You might have to self-educate.
Unlike this guy.
We're all
His
going to
dad
have
was
to do
great.
these things. Okay, keep that in mind. That's number 3. Number 4, creating your own look and your own unique masculine archetype. Okay. Don't feel
your own unique masculine archetype. Yeah, okay.
The need to copy trends. Because every trend that's ever been invented ever, when it comes to fashion, when it comes to design, started by somebody being creative. So every trend that you see right now in a shopping mall, there was some person who owned a fashion brand or something like that, or they were creative and they said, hey, we should do it this way. We should do it this way right here. And then they got everybody else to say, oh yeah, that looks good. Well,
we live in a society. Like, literally, like, that's society. Yeah, that's how trends work. That's how fashion works. That's how, like, styles work. There's a reason that, like, when we talk about the 70s, we talk about, like, afros and funny suits and shit. Like, that was the style at the time. It was just, like, societally accepted. And in order to be cool in the 70s, you wore a white suit with an afro, okay? And a goatee. And you did the whitest dance you've ever seen. That was how you were cool, all right? Like, that's how society works.
Started with an originator.
I've heard we live in
somebody
one.
being original. Just be your own person. Be your own brand. Be your own look. Be your own.
Like you, the guy who, you know, doesn't abide by fashion standards whatsoever, right? Oh no, that's actually really stupid when you think about it.
Unique masculine archetype. That way, the people you attract, like the women you attract in your dating life, the people you attract in your social circle, they like you for you because you're not putting on an act. Okay, so create your own look, create your own aura, create your own skill set, create your own look and your own identity.
God.
Okay? If you notice in a lot of my videos I make, I like to do them when I first roll out of bed. I like to do it sometimes in my pajamas. I like to do it without my...
Wow, this guy just rolled out of bed. That's crazy, bro. Yeah, right. Okay, buddy.
hair looking good. I like to just be in the sun and be in Mother Nature. And
without my hair looking good? Dude, what do you mean your hair not looking good? Okay, you spent like 5 hours on that shit. Don't bullshit me. Listen, you want to talk about hair not looking good, okay? Like, I shave my hair usually. My bald spots are unequivocally bad. So, you know, like you know that I am being real when I say that I don't give a shit what my hair looks like. But like, is that like your hair? Like your hair looks good, dude. Like you clearly spent some amount of effort on it. You didn't just like roll out of bed and have bedhead and then go to the camera. Shut the fuck up.
Do this. That's my look. It's my own aura. So keep that in
Yeah,
mind.
that's not Mother Nature. That's your patio, dude. Literally, it's like, dude, you are sitting on a plastic chair on top of a concrete ground in front of a what I presume to be an artificial pool of water with chlorine in it. You are not in Mother Nature, dude. Okay? You just had like a pina colada. Shut the up.
Like, you want to have your own unique masculine look, your own unique archetype, your own thing. You don't want to be a copy of everybody else. Don't copy trends. Really do some deep dive.
Do what this guy does. Put Nair on your chest, right? That's a masculine thing to do, is put Nair on your chest, right? Right? Listen, I love my hairy chest, brother. You want to talk about masculine, okay? That right there, that's masculinity, brother. Embrace it. Embrace it. Okay?
Soul searching and figure out who you
Ditch
are.
the Nair.
Like when I grew up as a kid, I grew up on 2 acres. You know, I would constantly shoot bow and arrow. I was constantly in the sun. I would ride BMX bike.
Shoot bow and arrow and ride BMX bike? Daddy's little hedge fund boy. What? Dude, normal people don't do that. You know that, right? BMX bike maybe, but like I just like I hear this shit and I'm like, how much did that cost his family? You know what I mean? Like it's one or the other. Listen, if it's BMX bike, that's fine. If it's bow and arrow, that's fine. Both your parents are rich motherfuckers. You can't fool me, okay? Like that's just the bottom line. You don't do both. Okay? Most kids in this goddamn country can only afford one passion, sir. I'll have you know.
I was always outside. I would run.
Daddy's special little boy.
Sprints in the backyard. I would constantly do push-ups. Every year for football season, when I would get ready in the summer, I would do
for sure,
let's
man.
say 50 sprints per day of
for sure, man.
100 yards each.
Yep.
I would do like 100 push-ups and 100 sit-ups. Okay, or I lived in a neighborhood where it was a circle.
100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and a 10-kilometer run every single day. And he slept without the heat on in the winter or the AC on in the summer. He was One Punch Man.
Neighborhood, like you could do the whole neighborhood in one circle, and it was like exactly or very close to exactly 1 kilometer. So I would actually do 1 kilometer repeats. I would do it, and it would take me, you know, like 4 minutes or something along those lines, right? I would time it, and then I'd take a 2-minute break, and I'd do that 5 times. Create your own look. It's based off your own experiences. And
listen, guys, as a guy who has looked pretty good in the past, I can tell you, you don't have to run 5 kilometers every day. You don't have to do that. Like, it takes a lot to have a 6-pack and look like this guy does. I'm not going to shit on the guy's physique. His physique looks fine, whatever. Like, it takes a lot to look like that. But, like, first of all, don't feel like you have to look like that. Second of all, if you do want to look like that, like, you know, there are guides out there. It's not like a 5-kilometer run every day, though. It's like, you know, there's some diet involved, there's some exercise involved, but like it doesn't have to be like the super like ultra disciplined. Like, what am I getting at here? I'm just like babbling. I'm just rambling. Don't just ignore me.
Create your own look. It's based off your own experiences.
I think my bottom line is just don't like worry too much about it.
And your own experiences shaped who you were. Okay? Like, the problem is people will try to be something that they're not.
Yeah, bro, like your own experiences shaped who you are. Like my daddy gave me like a $1.5 million hedge fund, and I spent it on a YouTube channel and bought it views and a microphone and like a bunch of you know, like equipment to record. And like I sit in the backyard with my pool now and I make videos about how much I struggled, and that's just like my life now, bro. Like, why don't you just do that with daddy's hedge fund money, right, bro?
Okay. Like me, for example, I grew up in North Dakota. That's going to be me. I didn't grow up in a city. I didn't grow up like, that's how I grew up. So my look, my image, everything's going to probably resemble that a little bit, and that's okay.
Poor
The problem
young
is
boy
everybody
in
looks
North
at everybody else.
Dakota.
You see what you see in the magazine, you go, well, should that be me? Then you see a different
Came
guy,
up from nothing,
you know,
this
communicate
boy.
with women this way, and you go, well, that's him. Should that be me? Is that a better way of doing it? You lose your sense.
I guarantee you this guy did not come up from nothing. I would bet money on it. No shot.
Self-identity. Don't do that. Number 5. The 5th thing that you want to do is you want to teach and you want to educate. Why? The female lens of attraction is story-based.
Yes, the female lens of attraction. We're getting to the meat of it. Females in my audience, listen well. You are being called out as we speak, okay? If you were born female, all right? I'm sorry. We are now studying you. This is how you behave, okay? We're on to you. We're on to your ways. Your genetic coding, okay? We know how to handle you.
The 5th thing that you want to do is you want to teach and you want to educate. Why? The female lens of attraction is story-based. The problem, as men don't have as many skills as they once did because they're constantly just staring at their phone. Okay, and look, we got enough people saying, here's how you do this. We have enough guys on the internet saying, oh, crypto, oh, this, that, blah, blah. We have enough of that. Learn some real skills. Take a woman fishing and say, hey, I'm going to show you how to fish. Take a woman surfing and say, I'm going to show you how to do surfing.
What if she knows how to fish and surf and you don't? I don't know how to surf. That. Like, I barely know how to fish. If I tried to take Katie fishing, I mean, we'd figure it out together. You know what I mean? I'm not good at either of those things. But like, what if a woman takes you out and teaches you something? What if she wants to teach you some things? You ever thought about that? Like, I don't know. Like, you don't always have to be the guy in charge, you know? Like, you can sometimes let the woman do some things and teach you some things and enjoy her life a little bit around you. You know what I mean? And show you things that she enjoys.
Fishing and say, hey, I'm going to show you how to fish. Take a woman surfing and say, I'm going to show you how to do surfing. Right? If, like me, for example, I shoot bow and arrow. I could teach a woman something. Teach, show, lead. This is how you do it.
What about learn? What about like listen, you know? Not a single one of these pieces of advice has been to listen. And that is honestly the most important thing you can possibly do in a relationship with anybody, regardless of your gender or sexuality. Listen. Listen, motherfucker. Listen to your partner. Parentheses S, close parentheses. Listen to your partner, like, and their needs. You know? Like, where's that at? The most manly thing you can do sometimes is just be there. You ever thought about that? Like, sometimes the best thing you can do as a man is just to be there for the person that you love. I'll give you an example. Katie had one of her grandparents die very suddenly a couple of years ago. She was very close to her, and she was very distraught about it. And the best thing I could do was just provide my shoulder for her to cry on a little bit, you know? And tell her, listen, I'm sorry that happened to you. You ever thought about just like being there emotionally for like being emotionally available for your significant other? It's one of the manliest things you can do. And women read that shit on you. I just want you to know that. Like, if you're a guy out there, like a incel, or like you feel like you can't like land a woman or whatever, women have vibe meters like you wouldn't believe. And if they feel like you are the type of guy that they can lean on emotionally, that is like putting you automatically at a 7 out of 10 on like the attractiveness scale. Okay? I'm just telling you, women need a guy that, straight women, I should say, need a guy that they can lean on emotionally. If you can be that emotional rock for them, I promise you, like, you know, just have a little empathy and be able to communicate is what I'm trying to say. It's so attractive.
You have to get off of the computer. You have to get off of the smartphone. You have to take the information I'm telling you. You got to go apply it. Okay? Right here, there is, are we able to see this in the shot or no? You can just
stinky feet?
Point it down for a second. We have
stinky feet,
and we have some law.
He's wearing Crocs, bro. Oh no, or those slides. I think they're slides. But like, what the are those, man? Why do you own the? Holy shit! Like that actually looks like garbage. That's like actual dog shit drip, dude. Like that is abysmal. You're like clashing patterns and colors. I'm sorry. Like, okay, orange, I can deal with the orange, but you're talking about dots on top of plaid, man. What is this drip? This is abysmal. Like the slides themselves, by the way, are just garbage on their own. Like I don't understand those at all. But you clash those against pajamas with plaid pattern and blue and white. Like that is just a crime. Like he should actually be sent to like a Guantanamo Bay for this. Like this is actually disgusting.
Dogs. I could say, hey, come over, and what we will do is we will have a campfire, or we will have a fire. We'll roast marshmallows. This is how you set up the fire. This is how you start the fire. This is how you set up the logs. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, because women, girl do not know how to do campfire. Woman need education. Woman not know how start fire. Rub two log together, woman. You learn from me. You learn, or I hit you, or I punch you, because me man. Me instruct wife on how to survive. Me male. Me strong alpha dominant male.
And then she goes, oh my gosh, he's so cute. He's so hot. Look at him teach me all this.
You know what will make a woman say, oh my God, he's so cute? Be your self, man, okay? Just like have a personality and some passion about something. That is the most attractive thing you can do to a woman, I guarantee you. Like, it is so attractive to just see a guy living his life the way that he wants to. It's unbeatable, okay? You don't have to look like this, like, wannabe twink, okay? Like, you don't have to look like that. You can literally just, like, be yourself. And be like a tub of lard or whatever. And like women will just be like, oh my God, like he's so cute. I love how he's like into anime, I showed my wife One Piece, man, from top to bottom. And I have news for you. She likes it more than I do in many ways now. Okay? It's possible. Just put yourself out there, be a little bit passionate, and be yourself. It's not hard.
Experience. You got to start to do things. You got to get out of the house. You got to go do stuff. If you like this video, hit the like button, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.
Oh my God. Horrific advice. That was fun though.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more, hit the notification bell to be notified when I upload. If you enjoy my content, you enjoy what I do, I really appreciate any financial help that I can get. Go to youtube.com/AlecGunterTTV/join. You got some awesome benefits, such as seeing early videos, awesome emotes that you can use in the comments of YouTube videos, and a sweet badge next to your name. So if that sounds interesting to you, I'd really appreciate if you join. It is cheaper than the cost of a blowjob from your mom. So with all that being said, thank you again for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.